Let me see it again. Who voted? Then what the hell am I doing here tonight?
Entertaining the crap out of us. Welcome to our live election special. As you can tell, we spared no expense. Not one, but two American flags. Thank you. I stole them off Hannity's desk. It's Saturday night, he won't notice. This is when he teaches the national anthem to bald eagles. Very patriotic he is. Now, the midterms are hours away, and people are feeling the strain. Lots of stress and anxiety out there. And, of course, it doesn't help with this guy scaring everyone.
There are some spooky suggestions that demand a fact check, and we have that treat for you. See what I did there? You get a choice of trick or treat on Halloween, right? But you get no choice except to feast on facts on this show. The hypocrisy, the nonsense, it's all too scary, even on Halloween. Happy Halloween, everybody. Let's get after it.
Does he write that stuff himself? Or does he just throw Scrabble letters on the ground and then reads whatever he sees? It's amazing. Anyway, a new study claims that Democrats are indeed soothing their anxieties with excess food and booze. Here's proof. This was Chris Matthews 2 months ago. This is him now. Sad. This was Joe Scarborough a month ago. Look at him. This is him now. This was Alec Baldwin just 2 weeks ago. This is him now. As you've heard, he just got arrested for punching someone over a parking space. So I guess he doesn't like it when people cut in line. Yes. I wonder who stole the space. Was it a Dodge Caravan? Thank you. Anyway. So stupid. This is joke of the year. All right. But this isn't surprising. Politics can be stressful. A study by Arizona State shows that 25% of their students said the last election caused them clinically significant stress.
About Jasper. It's called Let Me Tell You Even More About Jasper. It's 1,267 pages long. Now, you can hold on to my little felt Jasper because I'm going to read this entire book to you all in one sitting. Chapter 1. I first adopted Jasper back in 2012. This was after Vizslas were raised by the Magyar Kings. The Magyar Kings were very protective of their dogs. They did not let any Magyar Kings were very protective of their dogs. They did not let any go out of the country until in World War II.
So get the Trauma Guys today. They'll show you what real trauma is, so you stop being such a
So, does election stress damage everyone? Nope. Only those who make politics personal, meaning the left. But you're going to be fine. If Republicans lose the House, yeah, it'll be sad, but then you'll go hunting. If Republicans win, you'll be pleased, but then you'll go hunting. I find my viewers go hunting after everything. My point, for us, politics isn't personal. It's part of life, but not life itself. It's just another game in a long season, which is why we don't harass people in restaurants. We just tip them because we know where we are. And where are we?
We are where it's at. We're the hot country. Can you believe it?
Yeah, we're a hot country. Meanwhile, for the left, politics is everything. It's who they are, all they have. They get up, watch MSNBC, hate Trump, go to bed, repeat every day. Right now, there is a story up on CNN saying women should stop having sex with their husbands until they vote their way. Wow, getting sex advice from CNN. That's like getting sex advice from CNN. So for the left, the midterm is a lose-lose proposition. If they don't get a big win, they'll be distraught. Remember 2016? A million babies with full diapers flinging poop at each other. But if they win, it's not going to be any fun either because he's still there. And they hate him just like they hate Daddy. This is especially true of the media.
The President of the United States is racist.
Even Albert Einstein may have ended up in a Nazi concentration camp with Donald Trump's viewpoint on immigration.
If you vote for Trump, then you, the voter, you, not Donald Trump, are standing at the border like Nazis going, you here, you here.
And these bozos lecture us on civility. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for civility. Hell, I'm so civil, I wash my hands before I go into the restroom. I send flowers after a colonoscopy. But you spend 2 years calling a guy Hitler, racist, sexist, a traitor, then you tell us to be nice? I take no lectures from you clowns. Fact is, what you're really seeing are Democrats feeling what it's like for the very first time to be Republicans, to be the butt of a joke. And so job numbers soar, optimism improves, and GDP grows, and they hate it. The economy is hotter than Lou Dobbs on spring break. And they're still glum. So my advice, no matter what happens on Tuesday, be nice. Let's all show them how to act. Like this guy, talking to CNN's Jim Acosta.
I just wanted to apologize for flipping you off in Tampa.
Thank you.
I got carried away. You know, it's like I was asking for facts and not opinions.
That's okay.
That's all. I know. I understand. That's all.
That's very nice of you to say that.
I did get carried away, so I just wanted to apologize.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very
I accept
much
your
for giving me
apology,
the
and I hope I get to see you again.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Thanks a lot. Take care, guys. See ya.
Nothing like Santa Claus giving you the finger. So, no matter the outcome, you got to be good. We've been called every name in the book forever. It won't change, but neither should you. We're in this. Let's get after it. And welcome tonight's guest. His hair has more curls than my bicep workout. Washington Times opinion editor and Fox News contributor, Charlie Hertzogel. He's got a face for radio and a body for medical colleges. Fox News radio host Tom Shalhoub. She brings the doom and gloom to the newsroom. National Review reporter Kat Timpf. And Paul Bunyan looks up to him. Former WWE superstar and my massive sidekick, Tyrus. Charlie, how do you see Tuesday unfolding? Will the Democrats be sore losers or sore winners?
I think a little bit of both. No, but I think your monologue there was excellent. And that really is exactly what is plaguing politics today. You have this huge group of people who want to make politics everything about their lives.
Right.
And when you make, and that's the reason that I think a lot of smart people are suspicious of expanding government and putting government in every aspect of our lives, because we don't want it part of it. It should be something that functions for us, not something that governs every aspect of our lives and takes over our minds and our hearts and makes us miserable or whatever.
You can't be happy if politics is in every part of your life, because it's a miserable thing, politics.
It is. And it is, you know, when we try to be fair, we're always saying, well, you know, both sides do this. Well, this is not true about this. It's not both sides want to make politics about everything. It really is. It's a leftist sort of ideology that wants to make the government a part of every aspect of your lives, and it takes over. Whereas, like you said, the rest of us just want to go hunting.
Exactly. Tom, if the Democrats take the House, Will it calm the resistors, or will it just make them want more?
It will not calm them, Greg, because no matter what they get, it's not going to be enough.
Yes.
You know, I mean, some people think it's going to be, they think there's going to be a blue wave. If they don't get the biggest wave in the world, they're going to be crying. It'll be terrible. They'll probably get some seats here and there, but it's not going to be enough. I'm amazed that they're just getting to this study that, or the news story that women...
Yes.
Women are going to stop having sex with men until they get their way. Now, in my experience, they've been doing that for like 40 years.
I don't know. Let's shift over to Kat. You're a libertarian. How much of an effect will that have on the election?
How much will what have an effect on the election?
Libertarians.
Being libertarian?
Yes.
Well, we'll get a couple votes.
Yes.
It'll be, you know.
2 votes. There'll be 2, specifically 2 votes.
We'll all have a reason.
You and Stossel.
Yeah, me and John Stossel will vote for the same guy.
Yes.
Larry Sharp for New York.
Yes.
Yeah, I got exactly 1 woo from the crowd just now for Larry Sharp.
Larry, he's out there.
It's Larry, yeah. So, yeah, you know, I'm going to vote, but I don't know what's going to happen. I know that my guy's not going to win, which is, you know, makes elections very not stressful for me always.
Right. Yes, it's true. I live in New York. I know anybody I vote for is not going to win.
It's like, why, you know, I don't leave the house often. I will leave the house to vote. I don't know why, but I will.
Yeah.
But I think it's just going to really come down to enthusiasm. Democrats are really enthusiastic. Polls show that they're more enthusiastic than Republican voters. So Republican voters need to get more enthusiastic about voting. I know that it's boring. I know that you have to wait in a line, and there's not even like a roller coaster at the end of it.
True.
You have to leave your apartment, and you don't even get to buy anything or drink anything.
No.
Which is the only reason I leave my apartment, and only sometimes.
Yeah, that's true. You usually have it delivered.
Usually I have it delivered. I've used Postmates 4 times today.
You're a sad person. Last word to you, Tyrus.
Thanks. Look, historically, when a president comes in, usually the other side gets the House and the Senate.
That is true.
So the Democrats are enthusiastically paranoid and nervous because they might have wrote a check that they're behind can't cash. If they get just the House and they keep the Senate, that's still an L.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here's the thing. If they get both, go back to Obama. When Obama lost the House and the Senate, they're like, yeah, we got him. He's done. So what do the people do? We just gave him another 4 years.
Yeah.
So either way, the president's going to win on this. Because obstruction, people just hate. And that's the problem. That's why they'll still be upset. They're still going to be bickering. Like, they get the House, and they're going to change the name of the fruit. It's going to be in cherry, in pie, in peach, and every time they send it to the Senate, be like, it's the same thing. No. Yeah. Like, they're just going to complain more.
Yeah. It's never going to get any nicer. That's my prediction.
And if Republicans hold the Senate, President Trump can fill the federal bench with good judges, and that'll be great for him going into 2020.
All right. Let's talk more about this. Up next. Two Trump rallies today. We got more clips from Donald in the White House barbershop.
Today,
can he affect the telly? With yet another rally. The president held 2 of them today, one in Montana and another in Florida. That's 2 states, Kat. But first, Mr. President, what do you think of me?
My friend, Greg. He's a tremendous guy.
Yes, I am. Thank you. Thank you. Very sweet. I wonder, though, is he a happy person?
I'm a happy person. I'm a very happy person. I'm a much happier person than you would believe.
Yes. I'm thinking he must be a pretty happy person. But to the boring but important issues, the environment, the border, and the death tax. What do you do if you love your children?
If you love your children, you can leave that farm or the ranch or your logging equipment, your logging stuff, your trees. You can leave whatever the hell you want if you like them. If you don't like them, then you don't care too much about this particular tax. Barbed wire used properly can be a beautiful sight. You say, we need more energy, but the wind isn't blowing. One thing with coal, that sucker, you just keep piling it in there, right?
Oh my God, he's got to be reelected. Oh, What about the fake news?
The fake news, one particular person said that they're going to get Rolls Royces, and that is not true. Do you believe it? You can't tell a joke with these people.
I like it when he imitates them. The guy makes jokes. You think the president of Turkmenistan makes jokes? No, he does this. All about perspective, people. Tom, that looked like you at the gym. What did you make of his... do these rallies help? You know what it does? It's fun, right? When he's out there, it's fun versus fury. So you got mobs on one side, but you got rallies on the other.
Everyone's having a good time.
Yes.
You see those people with the headdresses on?
Yeah, I think they were actual Native Americans.
They were?
I think so.
Oh, I mean, well, whatever. They're having a ball.
No, they are.
And, you know, that's the whole thing is they talk about these rallies. It's, oh, the Trump rallies, everyone's hating, and, you know, they're having a great time. I saw Obama at a rally the other day, and somebody was getting thrown out of his rally, and he said, oh, they're getting thrown out, whatever. It was, you know, why was that not hateful? Everyone was screaming for Obama. It's just everyone's having a good time. Everyone's expressing themselves. We should be happy about it. I'm a more happy person than you think, Greg.
Really?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, very, very
Well,
happy.
I try to avoid you because I find you very creepy. Tyrus, I think these rallies are part of the reciprocity equation. Like Trump says, hey, I'm going to come out here and entertain you for free. The least you could do is vote.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's crazy that you avoid people for being creepy. That's really an oxymoron because everyone avoids you because you're really creepy. But you know what? This is one of the things about having a transparent president. And he likes to go say hi to the people that voted for him.
Yeah.
And it's like a concert. It's like a road tour. Like and this is what keeps people excited, and they will show up. They might not show up for the midterms. They might not show up for the Senate or the House, but they're going to show up for him when the time counts because they feel like they know him. He's part of their living room.
Yeah, definitely.
Like he's
your crazy cat. He's your crazy lovable uncle. The kind who comes to your house and gives you a pocket wad of money and then leaves.
I gotta get me some better uncles. I can't remember the last time anyone handed me a wad of cash, which might in some ways be a good thing.
Yes.
But he's definitely like that, and these rallies are definitely more fun than anything I've ever seen. I mean, I watch these people at these rallies, and they have like resting smile face.
Yeah, they do.
They're just like, hey, it's Donald Trump. They're so excited and they're so happy. They look like they're having more fun than any party I've ever been to, and I am very fun at parties.
Yeah,
I'm a fun girl.
You sit alone in a corner and you look at pictures of you with your cat.
Just because you caught me looking at a picture of my cat during the break does not mean that all I do is look at pictures of my cat. Only sometimes.
It predicts that you probably do it all the time. Charlie, what do you make of his rallies? Do you think they help?
Oh, without a doubt. You know, it's interesting from the very beginning, you know, so many of the geniuses in the media like to, and they say this as an insult. They say that he's like a carnival barker, and they think this
like
is
an insult.
Yeah, and yeah, he is kind of like a carnival barker.
Right.
He knows how to whip up a crowd. He knows how to entertain, and it's masterful. And it's the first person certainly in my lifetime on the national stage where we've had a politician who is capable of doing that. The other thing that I love about Donald Trump is he's a guy who is willing he builds up political capital and he spends it. Most politicians are terrified of spending their political capital because all they care about is keeping their job and winning the next election.
Right.
But this guy will go wherever he needs to go. He'll spend he's going to bankrupt his political capital spending in order to get, to get senators elected or to save the House.
Yeah. I just like the fact that when he's up there, he talks like nobody I've ever heard talk as a politician. He talks like the way some politicians talk privately. And so you have all these politicians saying, oh, he's so mean, the rhetoric is so coarse. No, that's the rhetoric you use about your rivals when you're in the green room or when you're at home. But he just happens to do it to your face, which I think is like, so maybe you don't like it, but at least it's honest, for God's sake.
So much more honest.
All right.
It's wrestling one-on-one.
Yeah.
This is wrestling WWE one-on-one. He comes out, he cuts a promo, he buries his opponent, he lights up the crowd, see you next week, deuces him out, and he comes back and comes back every week.
Yeah.
Tune in. Guess what I'm going to say next week?
Exactly.
And guess what? Everybody does.
Of course. All right, up next, Michael Avenatti is running. Either for president or from the police, you decide. Monologues live, I swore, in Grand Rapids, Michigan, San Antonio, Texas as well. Plus a special guest, Tom Shalhoub, who won't be swearing.
Live from America's News headquarters, I'm Ebony K. Williams. More than 30 million Americans have already voted ahead of Tuesday's critical midterm elections. Now, that total covers 48 states, and several are still collecting absentee ballots. At least 28 states have surpassed early voting totals from 2014, and states with competitive Senate or governor races, such as Texas, Nevada, and Georgia, are nearly doubling voting in 2014. Analysts on both sides of the aisle say turnout could reach 50%, and that hasn't been done since midterm voting in the 1960s. At least 2 people died after a severe storm caused an Amazon warehouse to partially collapse in Baltimore. Now, one of the victims was an adult male trapped under debris. He was rescued but later died from his injuries. Now back to Gutfeld.
He's bald, he's broke, and he's back. Yes, Michael Avenatti, a.k.a. the litigating lollipop, a.k.a. the courtroom cue ball, a.k.a. the ambulance-chasing a-hole, seems to be running for president. And his campaign ad was a joy to behold, if by joy you mean a litany of misery.
Enough with the lies.
Enough with the cover-ups. Enough with the bigotry. Enough with the misogyny. Enough. Enough.
Enough.
We deserve better than this. Stop with the empty promises.
No more thoughts and prayers.
If you've put big money first and us second, your time is done.
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 We are the majority, and we will not be ignored.
Well, they seem like fun. They remind me of every single person who's ever been in front of me arguing with a cashier. It said it was on sale in the newspaper. It says here you take checks. But I wonder, if we do it together, will we win?
If we do it together, we will win. Stand up. Join the Fight Club. Use your vote as your voice on November 6th.
Well, here's the good news. He'll never win. I think people will be more impressed by this person.
You went to register to vote? You want to interview me now? You want me to tell them about the Chinese rifles? You think they ought to know? Now you want me to explain about free prison labor? Okie dokie. If you vote for me, Squeaky, I'm going to go get that money. I'm going to go get a share of the profits. You're darn right. I hope you vote for me, Squeaky. Yeah, Squeaky, I really hope you vote for me.
That's Chris Erickson, who is running for governor of Vermont. Go ahead and laugh. This is their senator. So, Tyrus, Avenatti seems like he's tapped into the ferociously miserable and angry populations. Like, these are the people who send food back at a free buffet.
No, these are his old clients sending messages to him. Those were people complaining about him. He took their money. He didn't help them out. Enough with the lies. You guys didn't get that?
That is so funny.
He's broke. So he's like, yo, give me all the videos of everyone complaining about me. And then put me on the end of it. It wasn't even the same area. It was everybody outside his office. You lied to me. You took my money. Enough. You're not going to stand for this. Enough for the bigotry, misogyny.
Charlie, it's like everybody in that ad reminded me of they're like the member of the family that you don't want at the holiday dinner because they'll lecture you on like how evil pilgrims are.
No, I think Tyrus is definitely onto something there. You know, and when he talks about it's not the it's not the me presidency. You know, talk about a guy in Avenatti who is this guy is a narcissist of the highest order. He has made this whole thing about him. He has managed to earn millions and millions of dollars in free airtime, while his client, Stormy Daniels, is still dancing in clubs and getting beer bottles thrown at her outside of Richmond.
And the worst thing about it is she is his client, and she has to pay Trump the legal fees.
And who got her into that?
Yeah, it was Avenatti.
Exactly.
So is it safe to say that he ruined a porn star's life? Hashtag vote for that.
Tom, people made fun of Trump for being an out-of-the-box candidate.
Well, that's it. Democrats are always looking for the Democrat version of Trump, and they think they have it in Avenatti, but they don't get it. The swing voter in this country says things like, well, Trump's belligerent, but I like the results. You know, I like what he's doing. And Avenatti's like, I'm belligerent. Nobody likes me. Yeah, and they're like, no, that's not the part we like about Trump. That's the part we put up with to get the good stuff.
Yes, it's like, yeah, we'll fight fire with fire. I'll just take all of his bad qualities. He has no real resume, Kat, I think.
Right. I don't know why anyone would listen to this guy. He's like reverse King Midas. Everything he touches turns to crap.
That is true.
Think about it. Stormy Daniels, the Kavanaugh confirmation. He works tirelessly to ruin people's lives that he's trying to help.
Yes.
I think if he runs, he should run as a Republican because I don't know anyone who's helped the Republicans quite as much as he has.
That is true. All right. We shall end on that note. Celebrities are reminding you to get out to vote. I wish they'd remind me to floss instead. My teeth hurt. The celebrities participating in the Telethon for America on Monday night. It will be streamed online and is described as a nonpartisan effort to get out the vote. Because when you think nonpartisan, you think, yeah, Hanoi Jane. Unlike traditional telethons where you call and you pledge money, with this one you call up and Jane answers and you pledge to her that you'll vote. And that's exactly who we want to vote. Idiots who will vote only if a vacuous celebrity talks to them. Meanwhile, here's some more famous women reminding you to vote.
What matters to you? Civility, kindness, dignity, freedom of the press, freedom of speech. All of our freedoms. Do they matter? Seriously. Do they matter to you? Then vote.
They're not telling you how to vote. They're merely suggesting you're going to lose all your freedoms if you don't. Which is ridiculous. We will always be free to do this.
Flamingo! Yeah!
I don't want to live in a world where I can't do that. Kat, the ad featured all female celebrities talking about issues that were specific to females. What did you make of it?
I found it irritating.
Really?
Yes. I am a woman.
True.
Right?
So far.
Yes. And I hate when people tell me to vote as a woman because I don't vote as a woman. I vote as an American.
Oh, yeah.
I care about the economy. I care about my freedoms. I care about the Second Amendment. I care about a lot of things that men also care about. I'm a person. I'm not just a woman. I'm an actual human person, which is so funny that people on the left are supposed to be the ones that are all social justice-y and feminist, but they look down on any woman who doesn't vote Democrat.
Right.
I don't vote Democrat. A lot of women don't vote Democrat, and they all really need to get over it and stop acting like I'm lesser than or less of a woman because I don't.
Amen. So, Tyrus, the telethon is basically, telethons are for curing or treating diseases. So the message here is, I guess, that Trump is a disease. Call now. Right?
Yes, that is your question.
Yes.
So I pick up a phone.
Yes.
I call in, and I hear a raspy old voice saying, "Hey, it's Jane. You promised to vote?" "Yeah." Click. That's it?
That's it.
Hashtag not me. I don't want
Hashtag not me. Yeah, it is. It's kind of scary, Charlie, that it's like that. They're attracting a voter who wouldn't vote unless they could talk to a famous person. Those are the people I don't want voting.
Yeah, I don't get it at all. But what I love about this is, like, literally every 2 years, celebrities come back out thinking that people care what they have to say about who we should vote for. Just ask Hillary Clinton. It doesn't work out very well.
Right.
But they always forget the lesson that they were supposed to learn about how we don't care what celebrities think. And they had a good run there for 8 years with Obama. But President Obama would win elections in spite of the celebrity endorsements, not because of the celebrity endorsements.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't tell them that.
Yes, we want them to keep doing it. You know, Tom, what if a video was done by all men, right? And it was all male celebrities. Could you imagine the hell that would get if it was like, and all they did the issues that Kat mentioned, like economy and jobs and Second Amendment. That would freak people out, right?
It really would, Greg. We should do one.
I think so.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I think you'd be great at it.
Yeah, when I watch these videos, I start to talk like them. Really? Seriously. Seriously. Seriously.
There was a lot of seriously.
Yeah.
There were a lot of seriously.
There was a ton of seriously.
But, Greg, how dare you make fun of them? This is a nonpartisan event. All of these women, they don't care what party you're in, whether it's the Democratic Party, the Communist Party. It's all the same.
It's all the same. By the way, you know, we're having a telethon right now. It's a live show. So if you call the number on your screen, you will win this MyPillow box. The MyPillow box. And if you don't see a number on your screen, then that means you have to send me $30 in cash. $30. And I get to keep the box. Now, up next, Ben and Jerry's has a new flavor, but we also have a few of our own. Want you to take part as they clog your heart. Ben and Jerry's, the left-wing ice cream and fat people maker, announced a new flavor called Pecan Resist that seeks to inspire activism against Donald Trump. The company says the ice cream will, quote, lick injustice and championing those fighting to create a more just and equitable nation for all of us, while also making you fat and prone to obesity-related diseases like diabetes and hypertension. Oh, wait, they didn't mention that part. How convenient. Anyway, it inspired us to make some flavors of our own, but flavors that actually reflect the results and effects of this current White House. Like this one. Raising wages. Or how about this one? Gobzo jobs. Or what about this one? Kim Jong-yum. Nothing tastes better than world peace. And my favorite, double judge fudge. This one's still in the making. It's build the wall nut. And we can't forget Trump's effect on the media. Here is Chunky Flunky. dedicated to Brian Stelter. And I think our staff's favorite, sugar, spice, and candidates who lost twice. Charlie, aren't Ben and Jerry's just two really fat Marlboro men?
Yeah.
They're not selling cigarettes, they're selling saturated fat.
That's true.
Thank you.
That is true. And if, you know, yeah, that is absolutely true. But this goes back to your opening monologue, which is exactly... Personal. These people want to make everything about politics.
Yes.
And until politics invades every single aspect of our lives, including what your midnight snack is in your most private moment when you're alone in the kitchen in the darkness.
Yes.
They won't be happy.
I know. You know, Kat, ice cream is supposed to be an escape. It's supposed to be fun.
I actually think that this is a huge win for Donald Trump because I am a millennial, which means that attention is my currency.
That's true.
I love attention. If some ice cream company was paying so much attention to me that they made a whole flavor about how much I sucked,
yes,
I would be thrilled.
Yeah.
I would buy it. I would videotape myself eating it. Like, you know what? You're right. I do kind of suck. Why are you so obsessed with me?
Tyrus, what's wrong? How do you feel?
Well, first of all, I don't like fighting about ice cream. I think that's crossing the border. Like, that's... There's a Baskin Robbins in Louisiana who's like, "Hi, Tyrus. Banana split, Tyrus? You know I want it." And ice cream's supposed to be a happy time. I go there to get away from everybody.
Yeah.
So the fact you're bringing it in, here's the sad part. Well, Ben and Jerry's, there goes your business. You just blew it. You just pissed off 66 million people. Like, this never works. Every time, merch is for everybody. Ben and Jay. If you make resistance, then you can make like white privilege crunch. Like, do something fair for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Racist ramble. Have something for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because then you won't lose sales. Whenever you go away from everybody, you lose half your business.
Yeah, it's so true.
So
except for Fox News. Tom, their product, I have to say, is so addictive and delicious that it overrides human self-preservation, right? Because you will eat an entire tub knowing that it will reduce your survival by increasing risk for disease.
Do you love Ben and Jerry's? I find it...
I can't have it in the house. Can't have it in the house. I'll eat it in one sitting on a toilet. Sorry.
Happy, everybody?
I almost made it to the end of the show without a toilet joke.
Everyone happy? Sick.
No, it's just because it's a nice, quiet place to eat a whole tub of chocolate.
I think their ice cream is like liberalism. There's too much stuff in it.
Ooh.
Too many ingredients. Tries to be all things to all people, but it ends up failing.
Oh, interesting. I bet you like vanilla ice cream because it's white.
I eat vanilla ice cream.
At room temperature. Vanilla ice cream at room temperature.
That is gross.
But here's the other thing. I'm just thinking about it. Like, if you eat ice cream a lot enough to be like, I'm getting resistance ice cream, because chances are you're never going to get your behind off the couch to go vote anyway. Your chubby self is eating ice cream and watching reality TV. So Trump wins again.
Yes, please eat this. It's not a winning
Have you
formula.
ever seen a protester going, "We shall not," and they're eating ice cream while they're marching? No, it's a guy going, "I'm going to go next week, dog. I'll be this." What, I'm lying?
No, I believe you're being...
In your family, the guy on the couch eating ice cream, is he a go-getter? Is he the breadwinner? Or he's the one going, "We've got to get him out, honey. We've got to get him out."
All right, more stuff after this. Don't go anywhere. I want you to take part as they clog your heart. Ben & Jerry's, the left-wing ice cream and fat people maker, announced a new flavor called Pecan Resist that seeks to inspire activism against Donald Trump. The company says the ice cream will, quote, lick injustice and championing those fighting to create a more just and equitable nation for all of us, while also making you fat and prone to obesity-related diseases like diabetes and hypertension. Oh, wait, they didn't mention that part. How convenient. Anyway, it inspired us to make some flavors of our own, but flavors that actually reflect the results and effects of this current White House. Like this one. Raisin wages. Or how about this one? gobs o' jobs. Or what about this one? Kim Jong-yum. Nothing tastes better than world peace. And my favorite, double judge fudge. This one's still in the making. It's the build the wall nut. And we can't forget Trump's effect on the media. Here is Chunky Flunky, dedicated to Brian Stelter. And I think our staff's favorite, Sugar, Spice, and Candidates Who Lost Twice. Charlie, aren't Ben and Jerry's just two really fat Marlboro men?
Yeah.
They're not selling cigarettes, they're selling saturated fat.
That's true.
Thank you.
That's true. And if, you know, yeah, that is absolutely true. But this goes back to your opening monologue, which is exactly...
Personal.
These people want to make everything about politics.
Yes.
And until politics invades every single aspect of our lives, including what your